Welcome back, old friend. And how should I be addressing you these days?
Well, you sure have your finger on the pulse. We've barely caught our breath since Not Cry, but it sounds like you've already heard about what went down.
News travels fast on the wind. But before I can turn your tales into tunes, I need to hear them from the horse's mouth. My wine and my... Amazing! Incredible! The Rapier of Solnari and the Doctor? Truly a tale for the ages! So, I'm guessing the Wild Hunt is a thing of the past now that you've defeated the Rapier of Solnari?
Seems that way. We were kind of focused on dealing with the Doctor, though.
Well, that's good to hear. Hey, now that the Northern Abyss calamity is finally resolved, Varka must be getting ready for the triumphant return of his... I haven't seen him in the longest time.
Hooray! Paimon was wondering about that, too. He did call you Barbados, but...
let's call it half asleep. I was resting my eyes in the Thousand Winds Temple one day when I heard a commotion outside. It was a young knight who had journeyed there in search of trials and oracles after hearing some tall tales at the local tavern. In fact, all that awaited him were moss-covered walls and an angry ruin guard. But he seemed completely unfazed, laughing heartily as he sent the ruin guard's missiles flying off into the horizons.
Ha! They must have been making quite a racket if it was enough to wake up the tone-deaf bard.
Yeah, it sounded kinda like that.
Giving up already?
A young Knight of Favonius trekking out to the Thousand Winds Temple in search of adventure. Now there's a sight I haven't seen in a while.
A bard in green clothes. Does this mean... Oh, you're Venti? I was just wondering how I was gonna track you down.
Oh, so you were looking for the tone-deaf bard? Strange place to start your search.
Hold on. Blonde hair, white hair? You must be the honorary knight, and Paimon! The Grandmaster talks about you all the time. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Lowen, Vice Captain of the 5th Company of the Knights of Favonius, and a member of the Expeditionary Force. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Oh, so you're part of the expedition, huh? Right. So that's why Paimon's never seen you around in Mondstadt. Hey, wait a second. We never saw you in Not Cry either.
That's probably because when the Wild Hunt was still running rampant, I spent most of my time out on my own, making mincemeat out of monsters. I barely went back to base at all. Then, once the Wild Hunt calmed down, I got sent back to Mondstadt. Mixed blessing.
No wonder we never saw you while we were dealing with the Doctor. So...
Deliver some letters. There's one for the Knights of Favonius, one for the church, another for the Dawn Winery, at least 10 of them.
Jeez. In fact, he's earned himself a new nick...
So, tone deaf.
Wait, really?
Anyway, since this young man...
You sure are.
This one is for the bard in green clothes. Doesn't really have an address.
I figured that since there was this punching bag here, ruin guard, I could get some practice in while I was at it. So, I came right here the second I got back to Mondstadt.
That Varka is so slapdash sometimes. It's a good thing we happen to be nearby.
Oh, he also said to remind you to write back.
Nothing in particular. Just some idle chatter between two drinking buddies. But if I'm supposed to write back this time... I'll need some time to mull over my response. Varka gave you a whole bunch of letters to deliver, right? Maybe you can head into Mondstadt and deliver the rest of them first?
My thoughts exactly, assuming I can find the way. Hopefully the roads haven't changed too much since the pre-expedition days.
Well, why don't we have Mondstadt's honorary knight escort this homeward-bound wanderer to the city? I'm sure some of the recipients of Varka's letters will turn out to be old friends of yours, too.
Let's go!
Thank you so much, on.
The Abyss. The Wild Hunt. Andrius. Get home safe.
Why do my ears feel so hot all of a sudden? Is someone talking about me? Surely there's no—
Grandmaster! Bad time to get distracted.
Watch out! Enemies approaching!
Huh? This expedition is almost over. We just need to deal with these final few targets, and then we will make our triumphant return!
Stormwind!
Without the Rapier of Solnari to direct them, it seems like all that's left is their primal urge to destroy.
If this is all that the Wild Hunt can muster now, surely the Lightkeepers of Nodcry will be able to deal with what's left.
Just like I thought. What we should be wary of now is—
Grandmaster, based on Lightkeeper intel and our own reconnaissance, one of the suspected targets should be just up ahead.
Good. You know the drill. Stay here and stand guard. Leave the rest to me.
Yes, Grandmaster!
We meet again, Andrius.
So, you've returned from Mondstadt. Don't you want to see what it looks like now? I was planning to take a look around there myself. Perhaps you could be my guide.
What's this? An echo from 1,000 years ago? Everything seems normal so far. Here's hoping I'm just overthinking things. There are 2 other places to check. It's your turn, my friend. Come, Andrius!
Although, for returning to your old home, perhaps Andrius is a little too ostentatious. Might be better to go by
Boreas.
Huh?
Injustice. Corruption. Iniquity. Is the surface world still as wretched and foul as ever? Answer me, heir to the knighthood of Boreas.
Looks like I'm not getting out of this without a fight. That's where things... P.S., PPS, I wrote individual letters for each and every one of you. Don't forget to write back.
That's all.
Everyone gets one? Wow! Sir Writes a Lot is really living up to his name.
I guess the Grandmaster must have something specific to say to each of us. Even I got a letter, and I'm not a real knight yet.
Jean?
Oh, yes.
By the way, anyone know where I can find the cavalry captain? I have a letter for him as well.
You mean Kaya? He said he was meeting a friend from the church at the Angel Share. Allegedly for work. Said he was exchanging intel.
Paimon bets there'll be lots of familiar faces there. How about we deliver Kaya's letter? And these are there too as well!
Really? Oh, that would be a great help, thank you.
Our thanks to you too, Lowen. The other knights will help distribute the remaining letters. You've had a long journey. Please go get some rest.
Great, but I won't be resting just yet. I have one last letter to deliver to Wolvendom. This one, I was planning on delivering personally. I heard that another challenger recently passed Boreas' trial. Well, with any luck, that wolf might be willing to reveal himself to me, too.
Very well, but please remember to show respect to the local wolves.
I will. Goodbye.
Honorary Knight, you're still here? Is it that obvious?
Huh? But Varka's coming back. The situation in Nokrai is stable. Surely things are looking up.
True. From what you and Lowen have told me, the expedition has indeed accomplished its strategic objectives. It seems that Mondstadt no longer faces any threat from the perils of the North, be they the Wild Hunt or the Doctor. And yet, for some reason, I can't help but recall something the Grandmaster said to me before he left.
If I don't make it back from this expedition, you'll have to assume the mantle of Grandmaster of the Knights of Favonius. If it comes to that, remember to train the next Knight of Boreas in my stead. I've planted some promising seeds in Mondstadt, but they still need time to grow. Some have yet to master the art of social interaction. What's wrong? Well, there's no need to frown. I'm going on an expedition, not marching to my death. This is all just a contingency plan in the event that I'm unable to return. Until I return, I leave them in your care.
The lineage of the Knights of Boreas has nearly been extinguished twice in Mondstadt's history. The first wandering knight to claim the title arrived in Mondstadt 1,000 years ago, along with his wolf companion. He was as free as the wind. He left no succession plan behind. Even his name was lost to history. But he had an informal disciple. When the old aristocracy tried to regain power, Ravenwood came once more to Mondstadt's defense. From then on, The title of Knight of Boreas was passed down from generation to generation within the Knights of Favonius.
Wolf spirit? You mean that big blue wolf in Wolfendom?
Correct. As you may already know, the Wolf of the North is the surviving spirit of an ancient god, and the Knight of Boreas serves as an intermediary between him and humanity. Lupus Boreas, who had never known what it meant to love, came to understand it through the journey with his human companion. In the end, this was once a well-known tale in Mondstadt, but these days, few people are aware that the starting point of the Wolf King's journey was not Mondstadt.
Huh?
The great Wolf King of the North came here from Nodcry. As such, this tale can only be found deep within the Knights of Favonius library. Even among the Knights of Favonius, few are aware of it. The Grandmaster didn't disclose any concrete objectives before departing on his expedition. I couldn't help but wonder. I kept my speculations to myself, however. Sharing them would only spread unwarranted suspicion toward the Four Winds among the people of Mondstadt. You experienced—
No wonder Varka wasn't clear about his motive.
Very possibly. He was probably also reserving judgment. Having heard, and as it turns out, the calamity born in the north. Yes, I completely agree. The tide can turn rapidly in times of battle. It's a leader's even if his contingency plan never needs to be put into action.
That turned into a pretty long conversation, huh? We should probably go deliver those letters to the Angels here now.
When you're mixing
Please. I've known that little trick for a good 10 years at least. You'll have to offer something a little more substantial if you're serious about trading.
I know there's no one else.
Kaya! Rosaria! Diluc!
a little...
Please allow me to once again express my sincere condolences regarding your... I hope you will give some serious consideration to the question I asked you before I left, though I'm sure you're tired of hearing me ask by now. The Knights of Favonius will always welcome you.
From the look on your face, I'm guessing the Grand...
He nags like an old man.
Huh?
Nothing, really. He,
Yeah, right!
whatever detail...
You say that now.
I wasn't seen, but my answer, both the Grandmaster and the acting Grandmaster are too upright and honorable. I can't see the shadows that lurk beneath them due to the sun.
If I had a Mora for every time I've heard you repeat that...
When you join an or...
You think so?
Good question. Have you considered that maybe that's...
Are they arguing or not? It's kind of hard to tell. Oh!
What should I report back? Public order inside the city? Monster activity in the wild? Oh.
My reply won't be a...
If you hadn't had to deliver...
It's no trouble. Roland did.
So you see what's really...
Huh?
No. There are people like Kaya and I. And then there are those who are true champ... Not only that, but it happened to a knight... Yeah. So no one's told you this before? The lineage of the Knights of Boreas had nearly been—
Oh! Wasn't Jean telling us about this?
I happened to hear about it from Varka. Although the Knights of Boreas, of those who have, the best known are the first Knight of Boreas, Ravenwood, the wolf pup Rostam. But 500 years ago, there was one who earned the respect of Boreas even before gaining the title. He was a disciple of Rostam. They thought he was the perfect knight. Righteous, principled. His name was Roland, the blood—
Yikes!
Well, apparently his original title was the White Knight. But he lost countless comrades. The endless bloodshed stained his sword and armor. After that, he threw himself completely into battling monsters. It's hard to say whether the loss of an important figure in his life is what drove him to the point of— But had he known that the Knights of Favonius would always welcome him back? So if you want my opinion, the reason why Varka keeps asking
Huh. Turns out Varka's a lot more thoughtful than he lets on. Paimon had the wrong idea about him. Anyway, there's still something about this whole Boreas business that Paimon isn't really getting. Wasn't Andrius a god in Mondstadt thousands of years in the past? If so, why did Jean say that Boreas and the Wandering Knight only arrived here just 1,000? That's a great idea! Jean said he hasn't been showing himself much lately, but he always seems happy to oblige whenever you show up. Let's go! What's going on here? Was Wolvendom always like this? The Wild Hunt? What are they doing here? Watch out!
Teamwork is dreamwork! Start the clock! Quick as a flash! Stay up!
Midnight Phantasmagoria!
Your means converge!
No rest for the wicked.
Everybody stand back! Faster! Stronger! Let's move!
As you wish, mein Fräulein.
A moonlit night for all.
I summon thee! Teamwork is dreamwork! On my mark! Midnight Phantasmagoria! Converge! By royal decree! Let's move! Control breathing! Wings of darkness! Come, sever night from— Go in!
Wayne, a moonlit night for all.
Shadow Raven, let night fall!
Oh, are you all right? Oh no, what now?
Stop right there!
2 letters?
Okay. Well, Paimon's coolest naive expression doesn't appear to be an act.
Hey! What are you trying to say? Wait, what are you trying to say, huh? Huh? Paimon passed a test?
Well, if the boss of Wolvendom has vouched for you... Sure was. Fortunate, something seems wrong with that old...
Lupus Boreas, not injured. Why so...
You are not to blame. With your Iron Claw, you successfully blocked. They followed my trail from... We meet again, human Lupical.
So, are you saying that the wild hunt we just got attacked by came all the way from Notcry to Mondstadt?
As you know, I stand before you as an incomplete being. I am but one remnant of the god Andrius' soul. The source of this turmoil. I can sense it.
Huh? Now,
For many gods, housing a part of their soul within an object is no difficult feat. But those who can perform such delicate partitions as this are rare, even among the gods. The Wolf King, Andrius.
Huh?
Tone Deaf Bard?
Who better than a bard to do the honors? Lupus Boreas wandered the frozen tundra and stumbled in as the wolf in 500 bitter winters passed, then 500 equally frigid springs. He slumbered undisturbed until the night asked, seeing how the ice... So, though the nights he had written the... Well, that's how a bard would tell the tale.
There is no need...
So that's what happened.
You need not feel remorse on my account. That was my... That is surely why those vile aberrations were able...
But we followed...
And there's more.
Oh, the White Knight who became the Bloodstained Knight?
I remember. It was the ancient king.
If you want to get to the bottom of this, I'm afraid you'll... As luck would... If even
Varka.
I believe too many passengers...
All right. Wish it could be me, but I accept that we should... I'll stay here and...
Razor, give me... Golden-haired traveler, give this token to the... It is a wolf spirit. It contains my power and
The Dominator of Wolves once bestowed the power of his soul upon his pack.
But human hearts to prevent the... Although, truth be told, the great Wolf King of the North remains...
I will protect Lupical.
Just give me the word whenever you're ready. Any questions before you set off? Better ask. All right. Over to you, Dvalin.
The Knight of Boreas awaits below. We must part ways here. Barbatos and I have other plans. We will meet you again later.
All right. Hey, wait. How are we getting down?
Hold the line! The enemy's on the brink of collapse!
Grandmaster!
Haha! Reinforcements! It's about time!
And Paimon too!
We're just about hanging in there. Most of their grunts are taken care of. Fight?
As expected, but they have served their purpose. Farewell, heir to the knighthood of Boreas. But
Guess they're retreating for now.
So that Wolf of the North lookalike, that was Andrius? But what? Ugh, forget that. We can save the
There's no point chasing after. True. We're still not certain of it. Killing him. The difficult part is...
Huh? What do you mean?
No. Judging... But, compared to... Exactly. Sounds like you realize what the crux of the issue is. I managed to cut off a sample from... We still have some big challenges ahead.
The meeting's probably gonna be in the biggest tent, right? Looks like a bunch of people are there already. Why don't we go chat with them?
Hey, Honorary Knight. Looks like pretty much every... Albedo and Durin are just wrapping... Great! While we're waiting... And that's where things stand. Intel from the Frostmoon Scions and the...
Summarizing current situation. To confirm.
More precisely.
Whoa, whoa, how'd he suddenly...
Allow us to explain that part. Are you familiar with compensation mechanisms? For example, when one kidney is damaged, the other... Similarly, when the Wild Hunt lost their leader, the Abyss harnessed the memories that flow throughout the ley lines to fashion a new one. That new leader is a mirror image of Roland, the Bloodstained.
Right. No matter how strong the compensation is, it will never quite match the functionality. The Roland replica can't possibly imitate Boreas. So, the Abyss made use of the connection between Roland and Boreas to compensate for this lack of power.
The replica corrupted and took control of Andrius as he slumbered by the bank of Amsvartnir. Ultimately, however, exactly why the Abyss chose
I guess he must have gotten caught.
Okay, Paimon, get...
We can't kill him right now. From intelligence gathered during the expedition. Worse still, the wrath that remains after a god's passing becomes a source of endless turmoil. Once God remains, this land has already been ravaged by the Wild Hunt. If we add God remains to the mix...
Query. Well, in that land...
Great question. Glad you asked. Honorary Knight... Come forth, Boreas!
this form has come to the end of its time. I'm afraid I can accompany you no further on your journey. My soul will fall into silence, and my power will flow into the ley lines of this land. Do not grieve for me, for this is a final wish
You saw it too. You must have keen powers of perception. Not that it surprises me. That was Boreas' final thoughts before merging with the ley lines. It's the reason Mondstadt remains unharmed by his god remains. In his final moments, he made a choice to give everything he was to the ley lines. All to protect Mondstadt from harm.
Sounds like Andrius spent thousands of years searching for his place in the world, too.
Yes. And now our task is to return. Only then can he break free from the corruption and control of the Abyss, and make that decision once more.
I see. I would say that...
Wait.
We need to find a way to make the
For now, Boreas... However, since if we can collect those fragments, we can...
Boreas' final thoughts before merging with the ley lines. In his final moments, he made a choice to give...
Sounds like
Yes. Only then can he break free from the corruption and control of the Abyss, and make that decision once more.
I see. I would say...
Wait. We already have a perfect solution?
Then why are we even having this meeting? Let's go do this thing!
Ha ha ha. If only it were that simple. Unfortunately, this one thought alone is unlikely to be powerful enough to break through the Abyss's We need to find a way to make the thought within this sword stronger and more resilient.
For now, Boreas needs all his remaining strength. However, since his form was unstable during his journey with the if we can collect those fragments, we could...
You don't need to worry about that. There's a few fragments left. Most of them are all...
Huh?
I mean, it's an expedition, not a stroll in the park. Each step of the way, we've been hard at work planning for every possible contingency. Not just the wild hunt in the Abyss, but ancient gods remaining in Nodcry.
Sounds like this plan was a long...
As a matter of... Still, all I foresaw was that an abyssal calamity was... Instead, we've had to make best guesses, prepare for every possible scenario. Sure is. Just one crucial step remains. According to what Boreas told me before we left Mondstadt, his form was... But of course...
Okay.
I managed to gather one... As for the third fragment, we've had the final snag.
With our foe being from Mondstadt, it's...
And since the wild...
But clink clink crumpake crap shop.
So what do they need me here for? Wait, I think maybe I signed a contract at some point. Didn't exactly scrutinize it though. I mean, who actually reads those things anyway, right?
Ah, great.
So, you'll be darting back and forth across...
Rating for Yahoo.
I'll deal with the second wolf spirit fragment. Traveler, could you join me in retrieving fragment 2? All right, time is of the essence. Let's move.
The sky is clear again. We should be able to see the moon tonight. Didn't you say fragment 2 was supposed to be right here? Where the heck is it?
Seems like we've run into a slight hindrance. Can I leave this to you, Honorary Knight? Traveler, Paimon, when this is all over, I'm gonna invite you around for a drink of...
Whoa! Stop thinking about Mondstadt's wine and keep your head in the game! You can't be daydreaming about alcohol before a battle!
Huh? Well, all right, just trying to lift our spirits a little. You want to see some photos I took of me and the Knights before the expedition, maybe?
Shut up! Can't we please just focus on finding the wolf?
So, you're saying you don't know how to love people, and you don't understand human love either.
Why do you laugh?
Sorry, I just think the fact you're ruminating on this is all the proof you need that you have love in your heart. I have a funny feeling you'll have found your own answer to the question of how to love.
No, you're wrong. There is no redemption at the end of this path. Even if I am stained black with blood, my conscience will remain as white as snow. If pledging allegiance to the Abyss is the only way to sever the injustice of fate, then I shall serve in its name.
Oh, sure enough, this place has been corrupted by Roland's will. Whew. I'm fine. I was prepared for this. It wasn't enough to pose a serious threat. We got here just in time. The fragment hasn't been fully corrupted yet. Assuming we can undo the damage, it should still be usable. Purifying the abyssal corruption would definitely be a safe approach. But that's not the only reason I wanted you to come. Could you try reversing the corruption? Not purifying it, Exactly, but separating out the Roland part from the wolf spirit.
So,
Firstly, to test whether it's possible. And secondly, let me think, how is it Actually, neither do I.
sounds like something a
I thought it might mean traveler. When you were in Natland, you went fishing for ancient names, correct? If I'm not mistaken.
Okay, but back then...
This wolf...
Thoughts and emotions are like... thought is the anchor for a being's existence.
Also, we barely know
Well, maybe you could try this.
What is it? It looks...
It's an unsent letter, written by the wolf pup after Rostam, but trying to
Quite...
Yeah.
Hey!
But anyway, don't they say that poetry and letters were humanity's earliest means of expressing their thoughts? Can't hurt to give it a try, surely. Whoa.
You really are making this up as you go.
So the assimilation of souls really can be reversed. Just like he said.
If what you say is true, the monsters I've slain are great. The code of chivalry. If Abyss be thy name,
And that is where the blood-stained knight's tale came to an end. With that, he bade his humanity farewell. I dare say you must
That while we gazed into the past, he was gazing right back at us. Could it be? So that's what happened. Once he had learned of Conria's fate, he saw the gods' judgment as giving them his knowledge, his power, his everything. That's why the Abyss...
Uh-oh. Does this mean we have to take on the vision?
I'm inclined to agree. If our enemy could... But even without the visionaries in, every minion of the Wild Hunt serves as Roland's eyes. And on that note, I have a plan I want to discuss with you. Well... that about covers it. No plan is free of risk. If I fail, Anselm and Albedo...
Oh, there has to be an...
If only there were. But I don't think our enemy will give us enough time to find one.
Hey! Are you guys done here yet?
Ah, Yehoda! Yes, we've successfully retrieved the wolf spirit fragment here.
Nope. It's a total disaster.
Come on, we're out of time. You'll... What can I say? I'm not the Grandmaster. Fill me in. What's the situation?
We ran...
Good call.
Well, before we ran into trouble, the two teams are holed up here and here.
But the Wild Hunt is...
We can't. The logistics company.
Hanefa.
Designated drop point read. The logistics company.
Amazing.
Hey.
I regret to say that the logistics company.
Both. Something's not right. Don't get dragged into the enemy's rhythm. Logistics company, scout out the area. Look for...
Yes, sir. Reporting in, sir. We've identified viable site...
Good. Wait for my...
Logistics company, deploy!
Master Varka? Traveler, thank goodness you're here.
Be careful. There's no end to these monsters. They keep coming from that mist, wave after wave.
Just as I thought. Well, they're about to get a shock to the system. We'll wipe them out faster than they can replenish their numbers. We just have to hold on until the logistics company is ready.
Is that the signal to say they're ready?
It's showtime! Fall back!
Yes, Grandmaster!
Ready? Fire! The enemy has sustained heavy casualties. Should be a while before they're strong enough to pose a
Brave Knights.
There's no need to be so formal.
Very well. We've narrowed down the search area for the final fragment to this...
That's not exactly very...
We split the search between...
Either way,
It would be our...
We've run right through it now that they've lost their new...
Grandmaster! Honorary Knight! Thank goodness you're here.
Be careful. There's no end.
They've had us penned in so far, but now you're...
Oh, yeah? Then we'll leave that to you. Hey, everyone hear that? We need to hold the line.
Yes, sir!
On me! Up the ante! Burn! Thunder! Boreas sweeping in! Hey, they're running out of steam. Now's your chance.
Affirmative. Sorry to keep you waiting.
That's their source. It was hidden in the mist.
Knights of Favonius, charge!
Ooh, I'm glad that's finally over. Use this time to catch your breath and fill me in on everything you've learned.
Yes, sir. We've narrowed down the search area for the final fragment to...
Yes! Now it feels like we're...
I'll say.
Absolutely.
Much obliged. The hiding in the mist trick again. You all know the drill.
Yes, sir!
Lightkeeper, prepare to dispel the mist.
Knights of Favonius, charge!
On me.
Time to counterattack!
Yeah!
Sweeping in!
Rally to the Grandmaster! Charge!
This wild hunt doesn't know what traveler.
Mr. Varka, leave this
just like last time.
Don't underestimate us, Grandmaster.
Ha, that's the spirit. Stay on your... Either we all march back to The final fragment is right there. Don't...
It seems.
Yeah. And with no corrupted fragments or ambushes...
A true knight does not resort to underhanded tactics. If you need a moment to rest, take it.
Save your breath. If you want to fight, let's fight!
As you wish. Then let us settle our unfinished duel. Here at...
Is everyone all right?
My granny fights better than these rookies. It's Egbert, I'm...
For a moment there, I thought I might never taste the sweet wine of Mondstadt again.
Hey, stay put, you guys. Leave the rest to us.
Forget us.
You're the only ones.
We can't lose our Varka! Please! You have to find him!
You're holding back. This duel does no justice to the way of chivalry. I will. Your plan is doomed to. Andrius's question. Boreas' the false path. It's over. Your sword lies shattered. The wolf spirit and the thoughts you blindly placed your faith in have nowhere left to dwell. Join me and pledge.
For the next part, it's over to Outlander who... Looks like I'm no longer in reality. There's no way back. Huh. Huh? Yeah. A Favonius sword. Who left this here?
Lonely warrior. Take me to see him.
Here. On me.
No matter the epoch, the world is awash with corruption and injustice. I have aided the oppressed and righted many wrongs. I have slain sinners and delinquents. I have slaughtered tyrants and demons. But however mighty one's blade, before the great injustice of fate, a mere mortal can but bow their head. There is only one way to save them.
Who are you really trying to convince? fair shadow? It doesn't look like an imitation.
The title of Boreas must find an heir.
The scent that reeks of blood appears to be getting stronger. Looks like I can just jump right over these obstacles. Try to keep up! Try to keep up! On me!
No matter the epoch, the world is awash with corruption and injustice. Even the most fearless hero cannot fight what fate has ordained. And even the holiest god cannot escape the shackles that bind them. Lupus Boreas, if you still harbor love for humanity, then you must surely know. There has only ever been one way to save them from injustice.
Surrender to the abyss.
Malicious lies! Stormwind! Try to keep up! Boreas sweeping in! Stormwind! Stormwind! Try to keep up! Stormwind!
My old friend.
This is not where your path ends. You must continue on.
This wind feels less than welcoming. I'd better take shelter. Huh? Yeah. On me. I can't hide from it!
You must deliver it.
Your path cannot end here. You draw near to the heart of the wolf.
Even if you had an army of 10,000 men, in the end, you must face this fight alone. Lonely warrior. Step forward.
Is this the heart of the wolf? Roland!
But you know better.
Andrius! Can you hear me? Wake up! You are the great god of the Northwind! How long will you allow yourself to suffer the domination of the Abyss?
If this is your final gambit, I am most disappointed, Knight of Boreas. Grand displays of heartfelt wishes cannot summon miracles. This world shows no such mercy to its inhabitants. Return. Return to... Is this...
Andrius, at long last. On behalf of all humanity, I thank you.
Boreas is returning to the ley lines.
Begging for miracles is a futile endeavor. I know better than that, but a sword is just one kind of vessel. There are other ways to store a soul.
The Dominator of Wolves once bestowed the power of his soul upon his pack, strengthening their heart.
Even if it is not my intention, the soul...
If a mortal heart is to be... Your heart?
You were wondering, here's my answer. You get the
wolf spirit within to avoid a rout.
Compared to Lupus...
You have a stop. Your soul is neither but... You have lost. And so have I. Regrettably, I can no longer offer you salvation. May your soul rest in peace with Boreas, lonely warrior.
Haha! Lonely? Sorry to disappoint you, but as much as it sounded like the perfect ending for both of us to return to the ley lines together, the fact is that I'm not ready to accept my fate just yet.
Ding dong!
Until I return, I leave them in your care. The Knights of Favonius will always welcome you. Come on, to Mondstadt!
Dear Grandmaster.
To Varka.
To Varka.
Family.
No pig call.
Poetry and letters were humanity's earliest means of expressing their thoughts. Make sure they all get delivered, Outlander who caught the wind.
Grandmaster.
Master.
Varka. Varka.
Uncle Varka! He's the right to us!
For Varka.
The thoughts of others anchor you, reversing the assimilation. Using your connections, relying on outside help. This is not the way of a knight. The Abyss can sustain me no longer. But now, countless souls who died unjustly will emerge to prevent your return. If you believe in your path, then grant them release. Carve your way out through bloodshed. Varka, mightiest Knight of Boreas.
This is how it ends. Throw the plan out of the window. Fight my way to victory. Well, that suits me just fine!
A knight is always true to their word. So please, keep your promise and return victorious.
You are not alone. Right back at you, Varka.
Up the ante! On me! Thunder!
The north wind blows southward. May it guide you on your journey home.
Leave it all to me!
There's an ice-cold drink with your name on it. Ready when you are.
Don't go dying in a place like this, Varka.
Free! Up the ante! Up the ante! On me! Free! Thunder! On me! On me!
Fly home to us, Grandmaster!
Boreas sweeping in! Thunder! One final battle!
Walk forward and do not look back.
Varka, now I know the meaning of my name. After the lengths you've made everyone go for you, you'd better make sure to thank us all properly when you get back.
You know, I have a lot of things to update you on, but they can wait until you're back.
I have no intention of returning to the Knights of Favonius, but I trust you will find a way to manage on your own.
Grandmaster, we're all waiting for you.
I'm not doing too bad a job as Grandmaster, am I? I'll take that silence as your approval. Everything you swore to protect with your lives, it's all still here, safe and sound. The Knights of Favonius, Mondstadt, and the oath sworn by every knight. I'll protect them all with my life. And so... I know it's just a shadow of the real Roland, but if you have the time, could you please read it for him? Rostam and Arundelen, they never forgot you. Phew. This has been one long expedition. From here on out, I think I'll let the wind lead. Hey everyone,
Welcome back, Grandmaster.
Yeah, I'm home. It's been a while. The sword was just the second half.
Oh, jokes.
Turns out our Then, but it would have come at a...
You're dreaming.
It's been a... Well, a few nights will remain... Obey to endure... It's been a... Well, with the a few nights will remain... Obey to endure... Well, with the a few nights will... Obey to endure... It's been a while since I felt this wind on my future. Correct. Still, besides...
Ah, how noble. But, wait, serious?
It's been my future... Correct. Still, besides...
Ah, how noble. But, wait.
It's been a while. All right then.